Hi everybody. So this is the real quick finish up of riveting on the things. Riveting on the firewall. So riveting up the firewall braces, riveting up all four main pieces along with the firewall tunnel. And of course I'm working on something that's directly behind the firewall so you can't see what I'm doing. Makes a lot of sense. So there is a little bit of a pain. So you see where I'm riveting now. There's a little bit of a pain because I'm trying to rivet the front gear braces, which are attached to the tunnels, to the firewall itself. It's not particularly big rivets, but it's an interesting place to get into. So I've got my 1x1 by 2-inch tungsten bucking bar. Will get in there, no problem, but there's not a lot of room for movement. There's a total of 8 rivets each. They can be a bit of a pain, but it's, once you do them, you never have to do them again. And I think that's pretty much it for those rivets. I'm done now. So at this point, I'm just working on the nut plates. So there's a bunch of nut plates that go through, and you're thinking, well, what's the idea of having nut plates? What are nut plates doing on the firewall? Well, and yet, that's a good question. So, everything about the engine has to come through this anyway, right? Fuel, air, and spark. Air comes from the outside, we're good there. Spark's going to be contained on the inside of the firewall, we're good there. But like I said, so fuel will be coming through, yes. But you also have stuff like, your manifold pressure gauge, oil pressure. Those come from the engine and need to get into your panel. Well, there's only one way it's getting through, and that's that way. Oh, you want electrical power, on the back side of the firewall? Well, there's going to have to be a hole. And a lot of places you can get away with, small leads and stuff like that can go through a nut plate. And then I just am assuming that that nut plate will have some kind of grommets that you put around it so that it still maintains a seal. Now, I should really look up the answers for those before I start talking, because it's like I know what happens in A, so that I don't know what will happen in B. Yeah, it makes me sound real smart. So in the next chapter, so basically this is the end of this chapter. So the next chapter, we attach that whole thing to the front skins, and we actually also attach the so I'm saying that I've been saying that that tunnel underneath is actually an exhaust tunnel, and it is. So there's another piece of stainless steel that we will attach to those pieces that helps direct any heat from the exhaust not to be in there. That tunnel, I assume I will be putting some kind of heat insulation in there. Fiberized, no, I don't think you would actually use bulletproof material. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure there's going to be some insulation in there. No one wants, heat to boil their fuel lines, so. And it looks like I've left. Oh, yeah, this is one of the many times where I've just left the camera running and let it go at the end of the day. Because I'm silly. Or maybe I didn't. So thank you for joining me. This is the end of this chapter. In the next chapter, we will be working on attaching that and just making this whole thing bigger, right? It's just so big. So thanks, and so long.